Shalom, 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 shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and teaching real well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful scattered abroad. That's how I doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Bach, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is the follow-up that I said I was going to do on the situation that was going on from my last class, the Carmelo Anthony situation, man. So this is Austin Metcalf's dad calling this man a watermelon felon, but it goes into it more. You know, you see how these Edomites are, man, when it comes to them, you know. I'm gonna grab the scriptures to back it up, but I'm gonna play some parts of this video. You tune in, you know, tell me what you think.
Life is not easy. God doesn't say that. God says there's going to be trials and tribulations. God says there's going to be people out there who will deceive you. People out there, I mean, if we want to go back Old Testament, eye for an eye, Sodom and Gomorrah, turn to stone.
Man, he just explained it right there. You know, an eye for an eye. You know, y'all forgot what y'all did to us in slavery, man. You know, now it's coming back around a little bit, man. You know, Jay got a little bit more freedom than they did, you know, back in those slavery days, man. You know, so yeah, it's an eye. It's exactly what you say it is. It's an eye for an eye, man. You know, you forgot. These Edomites tend to forget, you know, what they done to Jake, man, and what they still doing to Jake now. You know, how they used to feed our babies to crocodiles, you know, impregnate our women, you know, and kill the baby, and just so they can breastfeed their babies. You know, you gotta, if you really look back into the history, man, these damn Edomites have did worse to us, man. You know.
And lays with a man, you die. I mean, this is all your personal choices. It's none of my business. I stay in my lane. Just don't come in my lane with your. I respect everyone until they disrespect me.
He said he respects everyone until they disrespect him. So what about his son, you know, going up to this man, disrespecting him, you know? And that's some of the things that I've read that Edomite put his hands on him first, you know?
Been disrespected by so many people, so many times. Well, I've had to sit here and take it. I'm going to tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You're supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. He's the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture.
That's the thing with these Edomites, man, you know? See, bro, we're still under the curses, man, you know? So of course, man, this place is not meant for us, bro. You know, you see him, you know, piggybacking off of what Jake be going through, man. You know, they don't know these type of hardships, man. You know, these Edomites, you know, this this is their kingdom, man. They supposed to be on top. You know?
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
You people. You know, you people. He want to say you niggas. You can see the hatred in his devil's heart, man. You know? He had that even before his son got killed, man. You know? To make his son want to target Jake, man. You know, out of all the people, you know, that was under that tent, man. You know, he chose to go for Jake. If it was another Edomite, he wouldn't have messed with him. He didn't even know him. He wouldn't have said nothing to him if the dude was an Edomite, you know?
Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did.
Don't worry about it, man. You Edomites are going into hardcore bondage. Hardcore bondage, man. You know? You damn Edomites, you think you got so much damn power and you can't be touching your shit don't stink, man. You know, you a base man, Esau. You know? You got hell you gotta pay, man. You got a big long ass tab you gotta pay. And that shit right there, that ain't even a penny, man, that y'all owe us, man, for treating the Lord's children the way you did. Y'all got more hell that y'all gotta pay, man.
Gave him so I don't carry the hate and the anger. So I don't get ate up like cancer and kills you from the inside. It's like me drinking poison and hoping it kills you. It doesn't work that way. You've got to let that stuff go or it will kill you. It will eat you up inside. So when people ask me, how can you forgive him? If I didn't, I would have wound up killing him and going to prison myself. That's how stupid people, when you get irrational, because you can't make a good decision if you're emotional. Emotion and intellect do not mix. If you're emotional, you can't come up with a logical solution.
Alright, I'm starting the book Ecclesiasticus. I'm gonna grab a couple of scriptures, man. I ain't gonna drag this lesson out too long. Get straight to the point. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." You know, and that man been wanting to say that. He's a watermelon felon. You know, he want to talk about another Jake. He was talking about how he the first person in his family that don't have a record or something on their record. Like you can tell he been wanting to say these things. He already had these things on his mind that he wanted to say. You know, as soon as you make a Edomite mad, you know, the truth start coming out. You know, they start saying things that they really been wanting to say, but then, you know, needed something to trigger it to come out, man. You know, you can't trust these damn Edomites, man. You know, I'm gonna go to the book of Job. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces and the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" You know, This place was given into the hands of the wicked, man. You know, we can't win here, man. You know, it wasn't right for, you know, Carmelo to do what he did, because, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, this is not our rest. You know, we can't win no kind of way, man. You know, Jake, you know, we still under the curses, man. We still under the curses, man. You know, so, you know, that's all I got to say on that. But he was protecting himself as well. You know, even though, you know, you can't be carnal in this thing either, man. You can't be carnal. You got to be spiritual, man. You got to use your spiritual eye. See, he didn't use his spiritual eye, man. You know, he acted carnally. You know, as a man of the Lord, as a man of the Lord, you know, you can't act carnally, man, or off emotion. You know, Jake go through a lot of shit with these damn Edomites, man. You know, but you can't, you know, get yourself in that situation, man. You know, when you believe in the Lord, you know, see, you can tell that man, you know, been around, you know, niggas his whole life, you know, seeing the situation. You know, and what, man, Jake is under the curses, man. So, you know, we really don't have a choice. We under the curses. You know, if you're not in this truth, then you a 2/3 nigga, man. You know, that just speaking on that, but bringing this scripture back, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So who covers these faces, man? You know, these devils that have whitewashed everything. You know, they on the money, they on the names of the damn airports and the places. If you notice, man, a lot of these places are named after these damn Edomites, man. You know, in Texas, you got George W. Bush Airport and, you know, things of that nature, man. A lot of these things are named after these damn Edomites, man. You know, so what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 3. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 11. It says, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. Right, man? And you seen just a small clip of it there, you know? And that was carnally, man. Think about when the Lord comes back, man. And the Lord gives Jake that spiritual power, man. Think about it then, you know? His son getting stabbed and killed by another Jake, that man, that don't even scratch the surface of what these damn Edomites did to us. You know, they used to feed our babies to crocodiles, man. You know, these damn fairs that y'all, you know, go to, where they used to have for example, they had a game to where they give you a baseball and you throw it at the bottles and try to knock them off. You know, it's the same. It was the same game, except you had three Jake babies. You know, they was trying to knock the Jake babies off, man. But people don't know their damn history, man. You know, and know that little incident right there ain't shit to what these damn Edomites used to do to us, man. You know, but what the reward is gonna turn into him, man. He gonna get what he was doing, you know, to us. You know, 100 times that. You know, but that's pretty much on this lesson. I may go into a little bit more of the situation But that's all for this lesson. Lord willing, you will edify. Until next video. Shalom.